Yes, if I confirm, it's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First Igbo governor of Lagos State. Baba say yes, can I say yes, we fit. Yes, Father confirm. Yes, Father confirm. It's your top Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. Chopper of Yam and the fryer of plantain. Chilling right here on the set of the Africa Today show. Ginger. I was supposed to sit down on my desk, but I said no. There's no time for sitting down. Let me give the people what they need. Hot and heavy, confirm. Because too many things have been happening in Africa. Deadly. You have heard the news. The news that one minister died in an accident. So sad. Touch my chest. This minister is named James Okocholi. The guy died in an accident and he lost some of his children in the accident as well. Now, it's a very sad story. However, the reason I'm bringing this up in Africa Today is that this is something that happens a lot of the time. Somebody that's a big man in the government die, and as a way to compensate the widow and the children, you now start hearing of certain gifts coming from the government that to me, I feel like should not come for the government. What am I talking about? They say the guy's first son, they've given him an automatic job in government. And I'm like, isn't government supposed to be civil service? Why are you giving this thing as it's like a gift? A job is not supposed to be a gift. Are you now telling me that all the other people that are unemployed are sitting down there, just because their father or their mother did not mod, they're not entitled to be able to work for the government? Come on now. Government should not be doing that. Think about this and think about it deep. If you now say you're going to give this guy a job based on the fact that his father died, that means that job, you can't fire him for not doing well. The job you're giving him is not based on merit. It's just based on the fact that, look, your father died. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I feel so bad for the young man that lost his father. But the thing I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is this. Our government should not be giving away jobs as if they are gifts. If you want to do something for them, give them scholarship. If you want to do something for them, he's a politician. I'm sure he has friends that are there, willing and able. I know the number of my papa friends with men mod and the children. My boss, they pay for school fees, they help with rent, they do this, they do that, all those kind of things. Even people who don't come live for our house. So it shouldn't be the government's position. Why don't you do this? Why don't you give them access to the pension that the father would have been able to get when they left government? Why don't you give them access to life insurance? Why don't you give them access to other things in there? Talking about people that are dying, we're getting in the news recently. There was a bill that did not pass last week. It says the widow bill. A lot of things were inside the bill talking about ways to, alleviate the pain and the pressure that widows go through in Nigeria. First of all, let me say this. Widows suffer a lot in Nigeria. Widows suffer a lot in Nigeria. But I did not agree with that bill. Why didn't I, Foxy P, agree with that bill? I didn't agree with that because of some of the things we were saying. Oh, it's a crime for you to insult or dehumanize or do things to widows. I didn't agree with that because number one, why are you trying to include a law that says it's wrong for you to dehumanize or treat widows badly when those widows are already Nigerians? Don't we already have laws that already protect them? If you start that, then you now have to now create a new law for the orphans. You have to create new law for the people that maybe they are disabled but their disability is not out there. It's a slippery slope. Once you start going down that path, where are you going to end? Instead of you to take a step back and say, we're not going to create a new law for widows. What will we try to do? We try to understand what they go through. Which kind of local laws are in there? Which cultures are in there that are making life so difficult for these women? Just because they lost their husband, you pursue them for the house. Of course, the bill has some things in there saying that, automatically, a widow is supposed to inherit the husband's house and has the right to live inside of the house. The widow should get full custody of her children if the husband dies. In my mind, I'm like, this is common sense. Government should not be the one stepping in to now say you have the right to your pikin when your husband died. In fact, government should be the one to be saying that if you touch any of this woman pikin after the husband died, we're going to step in. That's where it should be coming from. It's not the introduction of new laws, it's the enforcement of the old laws. You know why? If you take that old law that's already there and you're not enforcing it, is it not the same court you're still going to carry somebody to and say, oh, you broke this new law that says you should not do bad things to widows? Widows suffer too much now. My auntie was married for Benin. When the man died, can you imagine that this man died? They put this man's body, not even enter mortuary for at least 3 days. Eventually they put inside mortuary. Then they came from village and said, no, they are suspecting this woman that killed him. What did they do? They used water and bathed the dead body and told the woman to drink the water. If my parents were not there, my mother, the rest of our family, the Igbo people from our village, they come there and say, no, not never. She don't go drink that water. How am I going to talk to this woman and kill her husband? Can't you see how she's suffering? Why she go do that kind of thing? Of which there's a lot of women that I've heard that have died from that whole experience. So they go bath their dead body. dead body and I want to drink the water. Come on, it don't make no sense. So I didn't agree with the bill. I was like, look, it's not about creating new laws. It's the enforcement of the old laws. These women are Nigerian. There were other things in there talking about the inheritance, you know, a male child and a female child should be entitled to the same share of the inheritance. What if there's a will? I wasn't just saying this just to say it. I was going heavy on Twitter saying all these things. And people were like, Foxy B, I would expect that you should be in support of all these laws that are supposed to be put in place to help the women that are widows. I said, me like this, even I know what I do for widows on my own personal level. Every single Christmas, every single Easter, you know how many bags of rice my mom say they carry go village on my behalf. When we say sometimes I will even forget. She will come because them say, look, oh, I don't come back from village, oh, you owe me this amount because I took 16 bags of rice. It's something that I decided to do because I understand that our culture, the way it's set up, it doesn't help the widows. You look at them like they're not even there, they're not an entity. I have two of my friends, will be twins. When we say they go to the same primary school, fountain school back then in Sulere. I remember how their life changed when their father died. It was a terrible thing. As soon as their popsy died, I'm going to kill their popsy. In less than 2 weeks, they don't pursue them from the house in Lagos. In less than 3 months, they don't move them and go village. These boys, I don't even know where they are today, but imagine them. That was one of the premier primary schools in Lagos at that time, where they were on a trajectory to be able to do well. When we say from that school, most of the people who graduated from that school, from that primary school, went to QC, KC, a lot of the big high schools, and ended up going to like nice universities, even leaving the country to come abroad. But those two boys, their lives changed. So I understand what widows go through, because they're a very patriarchal society. But I do not believe that creation of new laws is going to solve what's going on. No. Nigeria is one of the few countries in the world that has a ministry of women affairs. Let the women affairs go deep into the whole culture, deep into the rural areas. Go and find out what are the widows really going through. It's not by creating a new law, because what you end up doing is this. If person comes, it's also okay, why then catch this guy, put him for court? Because he beat brother wife will be widow. What's the penalty for that? That widow law will get your own penalty. Then the regular law for assault of a human being is there. That's what lawyers love. They love when there's confusion among laws. I'm not saying that we should not do anything from a government perspective to help widows, but I feel like that bill was so poorly written, it would never have passed. They even ended up putting things about abortion inside of it, talking about like a woman should have the right to abort a baby if the baby was, you know, conceived through rape or incest, or if the baby is going to affect the livelihood or the well-being of the mother. These are common sense laws. But I did not agree with the addition of that. Why? Because Nigeria, you have a lot of people that are very, very religious. Just because they see abortion there, bing, like this, they cancel the whole thing. I'm telling you this. I support abortion. I feel like you have the right. Me as I did, you know, I always tell you put the truth on Africa Today show. Me as I did, like, I don't pay for 2 abortions. We say, no be even me, I give the baby belly. Now those girls will be saying, one of them, I one young girl, one motherless baby that's here in Maryland here. Where we say, she don't look, at the age of 19, one guy does give her belly, she could climb the guy raw. She doesn't look, say, man, I can't do it. What can I do? And so G's can't reach me. I don't even know the babe personally. Person sometimes someone, this guy don't carry belly, or she they find person who go feel help him. How much? 350. She won't go this Planned Parenthood. I last than the 350. Carry go. The second one was an ex-girlfriend. Wait till me say, look, I just got pregnant. My boyfriend, I don't even know whether things they work out between us. I can't carry this baby. My auntie go kill me. This one down. I said, last time they pay. I believe in abortion. I feel like you have the right. You have the right. That picking no be even picking at that point. Nakata. It's just mucus. Come on time. What? That's something people do with Plan B. Plan B right there is abortion. That's what you guys are doing. But you know, nobody go call an abortion because there's no excavation going on or evacuation going on. But don't just leave that story for tortoise, because me, I just felt very strongly about it. I was like, look, if you want to do things the right way. Don't go and create new law upon new law upon new law. Think about it now. For America here where we date, when they were doing that whole thing about racial equality and whatnot, what did Martin Luther King talk? He saying no man, I introduce any new law saying that you should not treat a black man well. Because guess what? The constitution of the country said all men are created equal. I want you guys to start living life knowing fully well that that law is already in place. Confirm. Don't give me anything new. Enforce waiting day. If the widow is the sole heir of, now only she the man die and the man no get any will, and that the widow and the pickets they live for the house, that's the next of kin. Nobody should be able to come in there. Legally, you don't have to introduce any new laws. You have laws of inheritance that says you are the next of kin. Because of the traditional things where they go on, even people are very, very bad about this. Very, very bad about this. So we say, if woman die, her husband die like this, family members who you never see for the past 20 years go come on the claim property. Which is why you see a lot of Igbo men that are very well educated. What do? If they buy a house, they go put their name on top of it. If they buy land, they go put their wife name on top of it. If they buy car, they feel share the car. 2 car for their name, 2 car for their wife name. So legally, nobody can ever come and say, oh, now our inheritance, now our brother and I ain't die. No, you don't do that. So these are things that people need to change from a cultural perspective. It's not the law, because at the end of the day, when person go against that law, that's still the same courts and they go, and those courts do not what? Enforce anything. Confirm. Talking about courts that are not enforcing anything, we'll get in the news from Bayelsa State, one young baby, and then Ese. Oh! Ese is a 14-year-old girl. What thing happened? That's so the news was break for Twitter. Oh, this girl has been abducted. She has been taken all the way to Kano State by a Hausa man. First of all, they thought the man at 42 years old. Then one year at 22. Then 1 year 18. I don't know. The boy is not a footballer. So why does he have soccer age? What is his age? The only thing we know is his name. You know, sir. The boy carry the baby go. The mom see day there where she sell food. Come back. The brother tell her say, I'm not saying our sister since so. 14-year-old girl was missing. I saw the woman buried, the woman cracks. Come to find out, say the young boy is a Hausa boy, the place where they stay. He narrated and say, man, he don't sell him a motorcycle or car where they ride to raise money, saying won't carry a new baby, go back, Kano. I saw everything gone tear. Abduction. By the time the mama fit come rise some of the Hausa people, which I thought was nice, so they even follow and go. They follow and go to Kano State, and then when they reach there, they say, you know, if you touch your daughter because her name don't change. Now I say, you know, Hamas, but now she's a Muslim, and then Aisha, she cannot even touch her. The mama say, hey, which kind of nonsense be this? So why not go marry my daughter off? We don't even see bride price. We don't even see dowry. We didn't even get any permission. No, nothing. Plus, she's 14 years old. So, ladies and gentlemen, to me at first I was like, dang. This is one Boko Haram paro right here. When I just come rise person daughter, just move her, just carry and go. Not even know whether you enter plane. I've been a luxurious bus. I've been a keke marwa. Nobody knows they carry that pikin go. I was like, damn. But you know what they say? Now when breeze blow, go see the ash of the chicken. Come to find out, say the babe and the guy, they get something going on, and then they can't decide to make an escape. It's something that's been happening. If you hear about the story of Romeo and Juliet, people have been doing it for a long time. We say they just run away. Because they in love, run away. Now, I have some issues with this situation. Number one, the girl is young, 14 years old. She's not legal to make that kind of decision to marry anybody. Number two, the guy don't already give her belly. So, you know, he had carnal knowledge of her. And I think that is illegal, except you're talking about Yerima and all those bastard animals where they send it right now, where they marry 13-year-old girls. To them, it may not be wrong, but to us, human beings, while our eye open, we know it's wrong. Confirm. 3, if you carry pikin without telling the mama and the papa, if you take a kid that's not napping and move her to another location, it's called kidnapping. So that's 3 cases that the guy is facing right now. He's now facing, of course, the court of public opinion and losing their mind, saying that no, this thing is wrong, this thing is wrong, this thing is wrong. It should never be done like this, blah, 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 blah. To me, I'm like, look, now adopt the baby. You have to return the baby. Of which the baby was returned, the girl said she don't want to go. She won't day for that Kano State. She won't day with her husband. This is a very difficult thing, and I know the female women that are watching right now, you might be in a better position to talk about this, because from a very young age, you've had crushes. You've had people, maybe they watch all them Backstreet Boys, all them NSYNC boys, you know, some people are just dying. I see a lot of my co-worker, where they go tell me, say, man, they're taking their daughters to go and see Justin Bieber. Say their daughter see Justin Bieber, she faint. At the age of 11, they get faint. She see Justin Bieber, so that's a crush. Imagine Justin say, yeah, come, I'm taking you back to California with me. That get people and go now. So I'm asking you guys this. Which crime are we going to call this? Because I personally don't know. It seems like these 2 young people are in love. But based on her age, it's not right. So the romantic in me is saying that, man, this guy really love this baby. Don't look for ways where we say, if he carry this babe, go. But the human being in me, being a 31-year-old man who by God's grace start having children soon, I can't even imagine what I will go through mentally if I hear say my 14-year-old daughter don't run away with a grown-ass man. So who's right and who's wrong, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Leave a comment. I want to see your comments right there in the comment section below. Confirm. Let's enter the entertainment game. We're getting a news from Naija that PSquare, they are twins, they've been partners in everything they've been doing since the womb, to the extent where they say they can't know how to decide how to differentiate each other. One do low court, the other one do dada. Now the two ways they know them. So Peter and I get the low court. Come go on top 20, come they provoke. Say, hey, he's not doing this anymore. Say he's not time for this nonsense. What they do? What's even meant to where they vex the guy? People are saying it's two things. Number one, they say they don't respect his wife. Lola Matai away married. And brothers don't respect her. Number two thing when I talk, they say it's because of the way they are sharing the money. Their brother is their manager. Their senior brother, Jude MC Okoye, is their manager. What does he do? He's one that does all their video. He produces the video, he directs the video and everything else. And he coordinates travel and all. Things what managers supposed to do confirm. Now, the problem is this. Peter provoked say, their old manager, they collect 15% as in own cut from any gig where he book them. But Jude go there, they collect the same percentage where the brothers they collect. So probably they're sharing the money in 3. And he's like, that's wrong. And my brother, I agree with you. It's wrong. But let me ask you a question. Should you be coming to tell us on the outside? No. You know these guys, they do things on a different level. These are all grown-up men. Where we say 3 of them get family. Each of them not married, they don't born. But they don't live apart. They live in the same compound. Now, you can say it's a compound with different individual houses. But I bet you, say, forget about that whole compound we didn't deal. It's almost like you're living in a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't even know how their wives do it. It's not easy. I cannot imagine if I got to live for the same house with my wife and her 3 sisters and their family members. I can't do it. It's good to have that separation. Can we have somewhere to go and visit? So already I think that's difficult. So there's so much intertwining, interrelating and everything else. Another thing you know about the PSquare guys is this. You think about Wizkid, something I tell people, like people like Fino for instance, you have some artists who don't do that whole group thing. They like to just be on their own solo. Once they have that, they're a small core group. You have Burna Boy, that's another person too. They just like to do their own thing. You don't see them out with a whole bunch of people. They just have a small crew. They're not like Davido. You see when they show up like this, if you want to book Davido now, it's gonna say, buy plane ticket for me and 18 of my best friend with Shino Rambo. Where's your career, brother? Where's your career? Just to be stuck in Gary in Davido house. I hope you're watching his car too. Confirm. Anyways, there's some people that just have to just do their own thing. And look at PSquare. PSquare, they don't need anybody else. He don't get best friend from whom? For Mama Bele, he has already have a best friend. And he has a senior brother with whom that he has already shared everything in this life. So they are just in their own cocoon. So when I heard them that they're fighting, I was like, how is this even happening? What kind of nonsense is this? There's nothing wrong in family members fighting. Me and my brother with a fight steady. My immediate junior brother with a fight steady. My youngest brother would not really fight because we have a lot of age difference and I respect him, he respects me. We keep it simple. But my middle brother, man, they go back and forth. Deadly. So it makes sense. But you never see me come here. Me will be a local champion. Nobody really know me like that. I can never come out here and start telling people what my junior brother did to me. Even when I send money go to Nigeria, say I want to buy land and I reach Nigeria, on I gutter and I even get. Say, somebody bought the land, so we couldn't buy it. Where the money now? Around that time, NEPA came and cut the light and, generator, we had to buy fuel. Money for land, I ain't use buy fuel. But that's family for you. That's family for you. So I was taken aback. I don't understand why people just go on social media to go and talk their own business, especially when you're on that level, especially when you're a very private person, especially when you already have that self-contained behavior. We be saying, nah, him and him brothers, they do things. You understand what I'm saying? So I was very, very disappointed. But getting the news that they're coming back together, I hope they do because I prefer PSquare. You can go start that P Entertainment and waiting in color. No, I want PSquare. PSquare, they don't color. Now waiting they happen, waiting they. You don't see them PSquare. Of which PSquare matter another secret. PSquare na my height. I mean MC their event when they do for DC when they come perform for concert. Now me and then they are my height. I don't know why when they see all those pictures where they go dress up and say them a commando, where they go wear metal and leather, come and show muscle with tattoo. If like say they're giants, those motherfuckers look like they're 6'12", but they're my height, they're my size, they're petite just like me. Talking about situations, we're getting the news that the Arsenal player, one of the sharpest sharp boys, a striker, 19-year-old Alex Iwobi. The guy was just recently given a new contract by Arsenal. He just scored for them this past week. God bless you, my brother. The guy ran into a situation in Nigeria. Why was he in Nigeria? He came to Nigeria because he's supposed to play a match, qualify for African Nations Cup. Supposed to play a match this Friday against Egypt. That's how the boy called me. Just arrived in Nigeria just 2 days ago. What do they get the news of saying on the hospital? What happened? Now when waiting happen, does he have cholera? This century says running stomach. Running stomach is doing the boy is just purging. Saying belly like generator. I say, hey, look at this boy. You don't forget that from Jan now you come. When you're there eating fish and chips in it, you want to come to Nigeria? Come and start eating roadside akara and corn. Why your belly no go purge? I dey tell you all the time. When you come from foreign, respect yourself. Don't go and be eating any kind of food. The only food you're supposed to chop. 2 things. Coke and Cerelac. That's it. Anything else will run your belly because you are a butty, you are an ajebota, confirm. You cannot do this. Who know? Maybe people are going to drink pure water. There's only one kind of bottled water I drink in Nigeria. If ever no day, I might drink Ragolis. But that's if ever water no day, I go drink Ragolis. Don't drink nothing else. All those other bottled water we see for Nigeria. Don't get it twisted though. That bottled water and the same company the same company that makes bottled water also makes pure water. So what are they doing? The same borehole when they fetch the pure water and then they fetch that bottled water too. So you can believe, anybody with us, I just got back. Yeah, now they're way with the show. Oh, I just got back. Yeah. If I bottled water, they can't drink bottled water. They can't cover and can't tight them. I can't want to say, bros, every time when you drink from that bottle, you got to cover them. You mean you've never drank with anything that doesn't have cover? That beer where you just drink your cup, uncle. I don't see you cover them now. Tumbler not get cover. So what's your problem? Plate where they chop, you don't get cover. But if they drink water, talking about things that we need to care about. I'm getting news from Ireland that a Nigerian gay man was arrested. What was he arrested for? He was arrested for raping a female woman. No. I don't think you heard me. A Nigerian gay guy was arrested for raping a woman. When I heard that news, I won't laugh. But rape is not a laughing matter. So I was not like, dang. The water we want you soak this Gary, don't plenty pass the Gary. How did this happen? They said the gay guy came into Ireland. They want to deport and say, no, I'm here for asylum because I'm a gay guy, and they will deport, they will injure me in Nigeria, they will kill me, 14 years in jail, this one, that one. So Ireland will say, okay, go help you get your paper. And so the guy with the club drive cab decided to rape a woman. And I was not like, yo, this God where they ever know it in the look. So this guy lied about his sexuality just for him to now turn around and try to rape a woman. But one thing will pay me for the whole situation, will pay me for the whole case, is the fact that they sentenced him to only 5 years in jail. Now I consider Ireland to be a first world country. And you know, we as Nigerians we always like to say, oh, well, this other country, this never happened. This other country, this never happened. How can you give somebody 5 years for rape? Do you know what rape does to the psyche of a human being? Do you know what it feels like to be sexually molested? Me, myself, I was sexually molested as a child. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I was, And it's one of those things that as you grow older, you go believe, say, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing. But as you grow older, you start to see that there's a lot of things that you did as a teenager or growing up that was you reacting to that traumatic experience. So for a woman to be raped by a man, and you give the man 5 years in jail, that's a slap in the face. You should not have even started saying, for just leave the guy made us a waka. 5 years. That means that between now and the next World Cup, add 1 more year, that's it. It's a terrible thing. I'm going to end the yarnings here for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry it's going to be on a somber note, but I believe my Africa Today show people, you understand how I feel about you guys. I have to be giving you this thing heavy. There's no sugarcoating, no nothing. I don't know why I stand, because there was nothing on this lineup for me that seemed funny. But she make I not tell her what didn't happen. I could still tell her now, because I'm my own. As we talk whenever we end this show, anything we not die in a Voltron. And when in doubt, suck that breast. When in doubt, suck that breast. Doubt, suck that breast. Ginger. This weekend I'm gonna be in Miami and in Tampa to push to I'm performing at 2 comedy shows. This weekend I'm gonna be in Orlando, and I'm gonna be in Miami as well to MC 2 weddings. It's gonna be a beautiful event. If any of you not they stay around there, hit me up. Man, I stay well, man. God bless you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, the Fox himself, Instagram, the Fox himself, Snapchat to comedian Foxy P. Ginger.